Hi, everyone, and welcome to 2026. A new year brings a fresh start, clean calendars, new goals, and maybe even a promise to finally use that gym membership you've been paying for all these years. Thank you for taking a few minutes to be with us as we kick off the new year. Before we look ahead, it's worth taking a moment to reflect on how the markets wrapped up 2025 and the key themes that shaped the year along the way. Here's what we plan to cover in this month's video: stock market performance in 2025, both in the US and around the world, inflation and the Fed in 2025, and a look ahead to 2026. 2025 turned out to be a solid year for stocks, even with a few bumps along the way. The US market showed resilience as earnings held up better than many expected, and long-term growth trends remained intact. When we look back at stock market performance, earnings growth played a big role in driving results. Technology once again led the charge, powered by strong profits and continued investment in artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and digital infrastructure. It felt like anything with the letters A and I in it was moving higher, and that wasn't just your imagination. Communication services also had a strong year, benefiting from improving advertising trends and high engagement across digital platforms. As businesses and consumers stayed connected, earnings followed right along. In the consumer discretionary space, results were more selective, but areas like travel, entertainment, and experience-based companies stood out. After a few years of hitting pause, people were clearly ready to get out of the house once again. Industrials quietly contributed as well, especially companies tied to infrastructure spending and reshoring efforts. Not flashy, but steady, kind of like that dependable car that never breaks down. International markets also contributed meaningfully in 2025 in both developed and emerging market regions. Southern Europe benefited from improving domestic demand and supportive fiscal policies. Eastern Europe saw growth from rising investment and increased government spending. And Japan continued to show steady corporate performance, helped by structural reforms and stronger business investment. These areas helped diversify portfolios and provide additional sources of growth when U.S. markets paused. On the bond side, 2025 was a welcome change. As inflation cooled and the Fed began cutting rates, bonds steadied and yields stayed attractive, giving investors some real income again. Think of it like your favorite old chair, not flashy, but reliable and comfortable. Exactly what you want when the rest of the room is a bit unpredictable. High-quality bonds and municipals benefited from rate cuts, while high-yield corporate bonds held up well as the economy avoided a major slowdown. Fixed income once again became a steady counterweight to stocks in diversified portfolios. Inflation continued to trend lower throughout 2025, moving closer to more normal levels by year-end. That progress gave the Federal Reserve room to ease policy after a long period of holding rates higher to fight inflation. Over the course of the year, the Fed cut interest rates 3 times to lower the federal funds rate to a range of 3.5 to 3.75%. The Fed believes these rate cuts will help support economic growth while still watching inflation and the labor market. As always, my team and I are here to help you navigate all the moving pieces. If you'd like more timely updates, visit our website at orionwealthinc.com or explore the Resource Center, where you'll find helpful insights and easy-to-follow links to some of the firms managing your accounts. We're excited to add social media to the Orion Wealth experience. You can now find us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. As we step into 2026, the key takeaway is this: markets don't move in straight lines, but disciplined diversification and a long-term financial plan continue to matter. We are thankful for the trust you place in us and appreciate the chance to work alongside you. Our goal is to be by your side through the market's ups and downs, helping you stay focused on what matters most: your goals, your family, and your future. Thank you for letting us help you navigate your financial course. Here's to a new year filled with hope, perspective, and the freedom to enjoy the journey ahead.